my journey and how this all started was kind of unique because I had every confidence that this business would work, but I didn't give up my day job. So I was actually working at night for Amazon running one of their facilities, right? And so I opened my doors in January, but I didn't quit my job until May. I had hired somebody to try to help me get established. So there's certain setup things you have to do and getting your name out there. So I kept my job. Around about April, it just got to be too much to handle. I was working all day in the business, the property management business, on Mondays, going straight to work Mondays nights, not sleeping at all, right? So that was only gonna last for so long. So around about April, I passed out at a track meet and I was like, okay, that's my sign, we're done. Yeah, I just, and so I sent my boss an email that night and said, hey, we gotta talk transition. So I let her know, and then about 5 weeks later, I was done. So at that point, I was fully in the business by May. I had about 10 properties under management at this time and a lot of work to do. So I worked the business by myself through the end of the year. But by the end of the year, I was working all day, going home for dinner, coming back, working at night. So it got to the point where I couldn't handle everything, right? So I had 49 properties under management by the end of the year, and I brought on my first employee. And then I brought her on, and we tried to distribute some of the, the tasks so I could focus back on growing the business. And then I hired a second employee later that summer. And then I got rid of both of them at the end of the summer, because they just weren't working out, And so then I hired a person who was just a superstar. And so it was her and I could do what the three of us couldn't do. And then I ended up probably the start of my second year almost, I brought on another person. So now there's a path forward. I have a much better understanding of what I need, because I think that's part of the process. Everybody's a little unique, and that's the beauty of this business. I do the things that I really, really like to do, and the things that I struggle with or I'm not that good at, those are the type of people I try to hire. Like I can keep a lot of stuff in my head, but I'm not really organized. So I went out and hired somebody that's organized to the point that they annoy me, right? But I can appreciate their organization skills because I need that to move forward. So the second employee that the second employee that I hired, she's really good. She's really organized, very methodical about the way she does things, which is kind of opposite of me. I kind of shoot from the hip a little bit, but she keeps us balanced. And then I realized that maybe she was as much of a bouncer as I was, so then I hired a second person who I know is just razor focused on just, hey, we got to get this cleaned up, these files, all that stuff. So all that being said, in this business, you can really pick and choose what you enjoy doing. And then you can hire somebody to do the stuff that you're weak at or that you just don't enjoy. Yeah.